Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Just doing a quick video here. Just wanted to do a quick overview of the phones I currently have available for review. And I just wanted to share some of my insights on them because I think it's pretty important to once you have a phone to just kind of get some kind of basic info on them. But beyond that, really just kind of get a better understanding how these latest phones compare. I got right here the OnePlus 6. So that is the OnePlus 6 right there. I have the Xiaomi Mi 8. I'm actually recording with the Pixel 2 XL right now, so I can't really share that with you guys right now. And just as a point of comparison here is what is generally my daily driver. I'm actually using my Pixel 2 XL as my daily driver right now. This is the OnePlus 10. Now, just right off the bat, why do I buy these phones? Why do I buy so many of these phones with my own money? I'm an enthusiast. I love seeing what companies do. I've been buying OnePlus phones since the beginning of time. I've been buying, Xiaomi just because the cost savings here. Why do I have an iPhone? Well, that's a long question for another video at this point. But let me just compare these three phones here. I think it's a pretty unique comparison. So I think the major comparison here is specs. You look at the two Snapdragon 845 phones here. You have the Apple A11, which, it's hard to compare the two. I think in terms of performance, they're all killer phones. OnePlus, though, I mean, they really are just killing it in terms of performance. I mean, this phone has got 8 gigs of RAM, and honestly, there's nothing faster on the market other than really maybe the iPhone 10 at this point. It's really just something that is far. I wouldn't say beyond Android. I mean, it's just a very different experience using an iPhone in terms of daily use than you would Android. But at the same time, I tell you, the gap is definitely narrowing. It's narrowing all the time. Now, one cool thing about the Xiaomi Mi 8, and let's go right to that, is for all of you guys who wondering about the always-on display, there it is. The Xiaomi Mi 8 does have an always-on display feature, and it is a great feature. This phone, I've been using it for 24 hours now. It is a great phone. It is pretty awesome. The only negative part really is the launcher. Xiaomi launcher, I've never been a fan of it, so I always replace it. Here's the action launcher in action, and I've downloaded here the Google Now gets plugin for that. Might do a video of how to do that, but it's once you actually use that, and honestly, I don't mind the gestures. They've been pretty similar to the iPhone. And honestly, you can always still delete all those. And if you don't like that, you can always go back to just the regular use. You see there, the Now launcher just failed there. So, it's not a perfect system, obviously, with the Now launcher. But beyond that, the Xiaomi Mi 8 has been just really, really great. And just to give you guys a little bit of insight here on some of the photos I've been taking with this bad boy in the last 24 hours. Let's zoom in here on some of these. So, I mean, to be honest with you, you see the quality, the level of quality here of the images. They've been really solid shots. I mean, this camera is even in low light, because today was a low light day in Hong Kong. It was definitely, let's zoom in on that. It was definitely a dark day today, and this captured just beautifully even the kind of darker settings of today. So the Xiaomi Mi 8 is just it is really an impressive phone. Now, honestly, just separating these two right here, comparing these two phones, which one would I pick? Would I pick the OnePlus 6 or the Xiaomi Mi 8? It's a tough question. Honestly, the AMOLED screen on this is very, very clear, very crisp. It's great. I think in a weird way, it's slightly better than the screen on the OnePlus 6. I don't know what it is about the lighting there, but I really like it. The one major difference, really, though, if you look at this, I mean, it really is something to consider. It's actually screen real estate here, and you're looking at the you're looking at the OnePlus 6, they've really taken more advantage of their screen real estate. I mean, the OnePlus 6 is an even smaller chin at the bottom. You can kind of see there, the chin is pretty small. The OnePlus, the Xiaomi Mi 8 screen is a little bit bigger. And I mean, the notch, I mean, I hate to say it, but is this an iPhone knockoff? I don't know. Let's see. Let's compare the three there. Not an iPhone knockoff. There's the Xiaomi Mi 8, and there's the iPhone. I mean, you can definitely see where they got a little bit of their inspiration from. But beyond that, that doesn't really bug me too much. In fact, the phone itself is still just really impressive, and I've been very happy with it. The camera on the Xiaomi Mi 8 is definitely better than the camera on the OnePlus 6. It's just hands down a better camera. So, in all honesty, I'm surprising that I would say this, because I didn't think I would say this earlier, but I would probably, if your interest is cameras, if your interest is just being able to get great pictures, I may actually tell you that the Mi 8 is a better bet in terms of camera performance. It is just it's been really, really special in terms of the shots I've gotten with it so far, rivaling the shots on the the iPhone 10. To be honest with you guys, it's been up there. The OnePlus 6, great shots, but honestly, not to the level of the Xiaomi Mi 8. I would say the camera on the Xiaomi Mi 8 is a better camera overall. I think overall in low light, it's going to be hard to compare and really differentiate between the two. In terms of just a bright blue sky and in big lights. Low light, I think the Xiaomi Mi 8 definitely outperforms it, and I think the iPhone 10 still carries its own with all these. But anyway, this is a quick review, just a quick overview of these three phones. I definitely still love the OnePlus 6. I think in terms of like just Android and just use of like the stock Android kind of motif, it really is still to this day. It's probably still one of the best like examples of it. And as you see here, it's a very kind of stock Android experience that I'm running for the OnePlus 6. It is honestly, it's something that once you get used to, it's hard to go back, to be honest with you. But the reality is, here I am with the now unperforming. As you see there from the bottom, is now not doing the now launcher left swipe. But at the same time, we have a great phone here in the Xiaomi Mi 8. Is really, and I've implemented the gestures that are utilized kind of similar to the iPhone 10, and I'm really loving it so far. I think it's been a great kind of iteration of Xiaomi's. Is it a knockoff of the iPhone 10? 100%, hands down. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? These are knockoffs. This is a knockoff. The iPhone 10 is it a knockoff of the Essential phone? I don't know. Point is, you can't really go wrong with any of these phones. But if I had to pick one of these for use right now, in all honesty, it may be the Xiaomi Mi 8. I'm loving just the camera and the phone and the experience. iPhone 10 is still going to be my go-to iOS phone, so let's throw that aside. And honestly, between these two, I didn't think I would be deciding, because I keep these phones for a bit, then I eventually bring them back. It's just for a period of time that I purchase them and then get rid of them. And honestly, the OnePlus 6, it's been great. But you know what? If I had to say one final thing about the OnePlus 6, please, and I wish OnePlus 6 you're hearing me out there, please get your haptics fixed. I mean, I've heard it on numerous podcasts now, and it's the truth. Bad haptics really make a bad phone. Like, if you have good haptics, it's like the deal breaker on your phones. If you have good haptics, you feel it. I'm holding the Pixel 2 XL filming this right now because the haptics on this phone are the best. And honestly, it makes a difference. The OnePlus 6 just can't compete with that. iPhone 10, same deal. Great haptics. Xiaomi, they're kind of in the middle also. They're not so great. But OnePlus 6, the haptics on the OnePlus 6 are just an abomination. They're atrocious. So OnePlus 6, OnePlus really work on your haptics. Anyway, this is just a quick overview of these phones, and you know what, like, whichever one you choose, you'll be happy with them. But anyway, thanks guys for watching another video from Frankie Tech, and this wasn't a street tech video, but this will definitely be a one that I'll be kind of delving in deeper with on future videos with each of these phones, if I still have any of them. But thanks again, guys, and talk to you guys. And this is Frankie Tech signing off. See y'all later.